Here at Treviso Realty, a lot of information to kind of unpack, and my goal is to keep everybody up to date with the current market situation here in Southwest Florida, because what I've noticed, even spending time up north and also with clients from out of state in the Northeast or the Midwest or into Canada, is they have the same script where the Florida market is overbuilt, oversaturated, market is collapsing, and away you go. Resale clearly has inventory, but they're coming down, which is great. We're talking about new construction, because new construction is what affects the resale market clearly, because the more new construction on the market, the more that's going to get purchased and eaten up over the resale market. So let's go. We're going to paint a picture here. How do you get good information? Clearly, you're going to have to basically find the canaries in the mine shaft. So good thing is I have good relationships with all our sales staff, either it's Lennar, Pulte, Taylor Morrison. I can ask questions to all what I need to know basically, and what I ask is more what their sales meetings are all about, so I can kind of paint a picture how their company's going to react to it. So here's point one, why the market's on fire and why we're investing money. I bought an investment property. We're going to start building. We're going to list our Cape Coral house. Why? Because when we took it off the market, the neighbors sold for $685,000 and $700,000, which is exactly where we were listed at $699,000. So impatient Steve should have waited 60 days, sold the property because we did have a better product. But it's all good. It's going to push the sale into next year, and we're going to use that money to build another one really shortly after. So let's unpack this now. Talked to one of the sales staff at Lennar yesterday. The start of last quarter, they had 440 quick moves in Southwest Florida. So they're going to consider Sarasota in there as well. So Sarasota all the way down to, let's say, Marco Island, which they're not building, but just say that distance. So there was 440 quick move-ins. If you're not familiar with a quick move-in, what that is basically, because Lennar, Pulte, DR, and Taylor, these are publicly traded companies, they're mammoths. So they keep building no matter what, even if there's no buyer attached to it. So if they need to fill up a street, they're not going to wait for buyers. They're just going to keep building it, and then they sell them as they go, because they're mammoth amount of money. So start of last quarter, they had 440 quick move-ins. So that's 440. The start of this quarter, this first quarter, 120. That's a 72% decrease in quick move-in properties. So if you're on the sidelines right now and you think even just what I'm trying to tell you is basically bullshitting you, salesman's tactics, look at the numbers. If you're down 72% in quick move-ins, what's happening? As I've been mentioning the last couple of weeks right now, even into about a month, this is why we're buying a shitload of investment properties with clients, myself, and again, we're building again, is because there is going to be urgency, and it's already here. The builders are pushing back. We're negotiating deals. We can't reserve lots anymore. That's done, a thing of the past. The incentives are getting lower. If you saw, like if you're a naturalized citizen, you were at 5.9, or they were buying the rates down to 4.5%, some 3.99, 4.99. Now they're offering them 5.99 buy downs. Why? Because they're not going to put $20,000, $30,000 into the buy down now. They're just going to up the rate. So 5.99 instead of 6.75, which you would get through a normal bank as well. So they're starting to eliminate these incentives. Incentives on closing are shrinking down. Incentives on options, and everything is shrinking down. And what they're doing now is on a week-to-week basis, you're going to see changes, because my experience is here watching these builders very, very closely. I'm very analytical, so I'm watching and kind of seeing their processes. You're going to see on a week-to-week basis, they're going to start shrinking incentives and raising prices until they get to a plateau point, and then they'll make a decision at that point. So it's either going to go up or down. We're going to see what they're going to do. If they get to a plateau point, sales are down, then they'll start dipping and giving more incentives, and they'll have these sales events, stuff like that, to spike sales. So that's one. So down 72% of inventory of quick move-ins. So that's good news also for resale, but bad news for late buyers into the Southwest Florida market that's thinking that the market's still going down. Like, I have appointments going into August. I don't think I'm going to get them prices that they're going to be able to afford right now. That's an issue, and this is why I'm trying to have these videos and people watching, because it's so important. Another thing, yesterday Jerome Powell met, clearly the Federal Reserve met regarding the interest rate. I get it. It's awesome that they met, and we all thought it was going to be a rate decrease, which it didn't. And I got to say, that's actually a positive and not a negative. Why? Because if they reduce the rates even further, we'd have more heat into this market. Now we have literally, they say in September they're going to adjust them. So we have literally about a month and a half to kind of make some more decision makings, because if they just reduce that rate, because the dialogue between the builder and their sales staffs right now is if the rate goes down, prices go up automatically on the new construction. So we still have like a month and a half of buy time right now. So if you're on the sidelines, get your money in your hands, get pre-qualified. Call me, we'll set up appointments, I'll show you the products you can afford, and we'll get you into something prior to this lift that we're experiencing right now. As we've noticed, the market across the border into Canada is into a nosedive. We're on a lift right now. So we had this lull period the last 1.5 years where people were making good deals, and then ultimately now we're starting that lift process. So if you are on the sidelines, get off, give me a call. We're going to advise you. We'll give you all the numbers, all the specifics. Obviously, we'll put you in touch with all the right professionals that are going to be able to take you from not owning a property in Florida to owning a property in Florida, to be successful in an LLC and not pay double taxation because of our accounting structure that we're going to put you through. So it's not like you're just hiring a real estate agent, you're hiring a process basically. So there's a lot more value when you're dealing with Treviso Realty and myself. But that's pretty much it. Have a great day, guys. We'll talk soon.